Krishna Tulya
Bhagavata Vivi Sarvasraya Pradesavya Pradeshaya Narayakaya Premamaya Bhagavata Krishna Sriyanga Taite Kahana Jata Gopi Krishna Srimad Bhagavatam Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Shri Goswami Ki Jai Saraswati Maharani Ki Jai Gasti Muni Ki Jai Narayana Rishi Ki Jai Badrinath Ki Jai Badri Vishal Ki Jai. So that's, we're going? No, now. So this is the Saturday Srimad Bhagavatam class. What's the date? January
18th.
January 18, 2025. Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, 8th chapter. We're starting a new chapter today. Each chapter is a bunch of questions. The title is that also, Parikshit's Prashna, which means Parikshit's questions. And the questions he asked in this chapter are answered in the whole Bhagavatam. Because what the answer comes in the next chapter, one of the answers is the 4 nutshell verses of the Srimad Bhagavatam called Chatusloki, second canto, chapter 9, verses 33, 34, 35, 36. These 4 verses were spoken directly by Krishna to Brahma. Adi Guru, Jagadguru Sri Krishna spoke to the first disciple, and later Brahma spoke to Narada, and Narada spoke to Vyasa, and the whole Bhagavatam was revealed in that way. So this is Parikshit's questions on various topics. So you can see verse 4 on page 812. Read the Sanskrit. Srimad Sanskritya Nityam
Granatascha Svacheshtitam Kalena Nati Dirgena Bhagavan Vishate Hrudi.
Yeah. Translation. Krishna quickly enters the heart of a devotee who faithfully hears and chants continually about Krishna's activities. Hearing and chanting in the Srinvatam and Grinatas means chanting. Swachesita means his activities. Kaleni Nati Dirgena. Dirgena means continually. Nati means humility. There's a prayer. What do we say about the 6 Goswamis? Six Goswami Astakam. This word is there, Nati. Sankhya Purvaka. What does Nati B mean?
Obeisances.
Dandavad. Sankhya Purvaka Gana Nati B. Sankhya, what does Sankhya mean?
Regulated.
Means counting. Sankhya Jap means a fixed number of rounds every day. Sankhya Jap. Sankhya means counting. The Sankhya philosophy analyzed the material world by the 24 elements of the material world. Right? Gross elements, subtle elements, Matava, Pradhan, Kala, and all this stuff. It goes 24. So they analyze they study all the elements, the material elements and aspects of the material world to understand transcendence. It's called Sankhya. So the Goswamis, they were counting Sankhya Purvaka Nam. Beginning with the name, they were counting every day. They didn't chant 4 rounds one day, 8 rounds the next day, 16. Fixed number of rounds. By Granti. Granti, how many rounds is a Granti?
4.
4 rounds. So they did 16 Grantis, 64 rounds, 16 Grantis, or they did 32 Grantis, 128 rounds. Most of the Goswamis did 2 lakhs. As they had good minds, peaceful minds, clear minds, steady. So they counted how many names. Sankhya, Purvaka, Nama, Gan. Gan, what is Gan?
Chanting.
Sangita.
Gan means songs. So they Sankhya, Nam Sankhya Gan. They chanted a fixed number of bhajans, astakams every day. They wrote them too. Rupa Goswami, Vrindadevi Astakam, Yamuna Astakam, Tranga Astakam, Vrindadevi, Gopal Astakam, so many prayers are there. Gaurandastakam, Gauranastakam, so many. So they chanted a fixed number of prayers every day. Sankhya Puraka Nama Gana Nativi. Nativi did a fixed number of dhanavas every day. So that's the origin. What is the origin of the 555 Club? Srinivasacharya, who wrote the Sadguru Swami Astakam, prayer number 5. Verse 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I think it's prayer 6. Sankhya Puraka Nama. That's 6 numbers?
5 or 6.
I think it's 6. Anyway, so this is bona fide. Because that's a big thing in some business. Is this bona fide? You're eating mushrooms on your pizza, is that bona fide? Well, so-and-so Swami does. Oh, okay, it's bona fide. There was one famous sannyasi, who made his own pizza, especially with mushrooms. It wasn't Italian, by the way. They made good pizza. I never had it, but everybody raved about it. It's not really to recommend it, let's put it that way. At one time, one guru, his disciple asked him, he said, Anupadeshamrita Prabhupada tells in the purport, and Rupa Goswami encourages everyone to take bath in Radhakund. If anyone takes bath in Radhakund, then we get Krishna Prema and all this kind of stuff. So Gurudev, this is ISKCON devotee asking their Guru. So Gurudev, Prabhupada says 7 times in the commentary on Nectar Instruction, we should bathe in Radhakund. So should we bathe? So what was his answer? I can't really give much comment on it. I just say I don't bathe. So this is what I say if somebody asks me about pizza with mushrooms. I say I don't eat. Because we try to avoid tamagun as much as possible. You may eat mushrooms in your sleep, but you're eating tamagun anyway. Hopefully that's the only thing you do is the tamagun besides sleeping. So it's like that. So this verse we're looking at. He says that hearing and chanting here means remembering. Krishna said, although the Sanskrit is Srimvatam Shradya, what Brahma's, I think Brahma who's speaking, king is speaking. This is what Brahma taught to Narada Muni. He means by remembrance. So this is important for us to understand, because that's the main activity of Raganuga Bhakti, besides hearing and chanting Krishna Nam and Shastra, is meditating on Krishna's Leela and doing Seva, Manasi Seva in the Leela. So Vishnu brings a very important point here. The Lord will enter the heart. In other words, the verse says how Krishna enters the heart. It says, Bhagavan Vishate Riddhi. See the last line, last 3 words? Bhagavan means Krishna, Vishate means enter. Griya Pravesh. Vishate Vesh. Shaktya Vesh. Riddhi means heart. Kalena Nati Dirgena. Can you look that verse up? And it's 283. I want to share the word Nati Dirgena.
Na ati dirgena. Not
maybe, yeah, coming like that also. Nati. But I don't see it translated in the verse. Or maybe continually.
Quickly.
Means quickly. You see it? 284. What does it say? Nati Dirgena.
Not Atidirgana, very prolonged time. Not very prolonged time.
It's continually.
Quick, fast.
That's okay. Okay, thank you. So he's saying the power of hearing and saying that Krishna will be fixed in the heart. So we're going to do that by remembering. So I just want to bring out that point. And in the next verse, he's talking more about how Krishna enters the heart. He enters the heart and washes away all contamination. Krishna in the form of Harikatha, page 813, enters through the ears and attaches the jiva to himself. So when we're this page 813.
8:13.
Krishna, and when we hear Harikatha, it's not sound vibration, it's the form of Krishna. Sakshat Krishna. When we read Bhagavatam, of course when we chant His holy name, but we're talking about hearing topics, because the commentary is about hearing topics. That's what Vishnu says. Krishna in the form of topics. That means Harikatha, Krishna Katha, enters the heart, and that Krishna in the form of Katha attaches himself to the jiva. Then, when you get attacked, that means what? What's that level of bhakti? There's the bhakti begins with Shraddha. So what level is this attachment level?
Attachment, asset.
Oh, Shakti. What's the next word in the next line?
Next.
Bhava.
Bhava.
So it's a very interesting connection here. You hear Harikatha, then you'll get attached to Krishna. That means a Sakti. So a good way to develop a Sakti, which is already, that means that you already got promoted. But you know, by hearing Krishna Katha, you get an authority, you get Nishti, you get Ruchi, you get a Sakti. See the power of hearing. That's why we want to make a lot of audio tapes and all kinds of Russian, Japanese, Chinese, Punjabi, Italian, Telugu, and it makes them read Bhavasara Sangha on Telugu. Wow, get with it, we so lazy, man.
I don't have much scholarship in Telugu.
You have a voice?
Yes.
Come on, you're the mouth of Vishnu, man. Don't just eat of Vishnu. You're supposed to speak about it, Vishnu. Don't just eat food, you're supposed to speak about Krishna. So figure that one out. Get one of those little, tambura, electronic tamboras, wow, 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 wow. And sit in the background, wow, wow. And Krishna enters the forest. Wow. We got flute music or whatever. Come on, man, get with it. Buy yourself a tape recorder. This is a good one. Get this one. 15,000 rupees is a good. There's better ones also. It's very good. You get some savings instead of sleeping all day. So launched a whole new Telugu audio department. It's the tape ministry. It used to call tape ministry. Now no tape anymore. CDs are out, tapes out, digital. Get with it, man. All those guys are in Maya down there, drinking wine and eating fish. So this is really interesting purport, a very inspiring purport. You can see what mercy is in the Srasik Jan Vishnu. You hear Harikatha, and you get a Sakti. Krishna will attach the jiva to him. So would you like Krishna to wrap his arms around you? Hell yeah, man. Ashishyava paratam panashtamam adarsanamam kuru. Ashishyava means loving embrace, crushing by his embrace. That's what he's saying. And then after you get attached, when you're attached to someone, then you fall in love with him. Bhava. What kind of bhav? Is it going to be dasya bhav? Yeah, there'll be some servitude mixed in there. There's sakhya, friendship is there, but mostly it's amorous intentions, amorous, intimate, madhurya ras, love. And when that happens, Krishna will wash away all the faults of lust and anger. These are Kam and Krodh, K and K. They go together. Everything else is the envy. I said this the other day. Kam and Krodh is Kamesha, the verse Nita, Kamesha, Krodesha. Rajaguna Samudra. It appears, lust and anger appear by passion. Envy is all packed in there. It's all part of it. The two things that you get angry, you get tendency angry means you're lusty. You get angry means you're lusty automatically. Because frustrated lust produces anger. Lust for, not just lust for man, woman. Lust for food, I'm hungry, you get angry. It's like, you know, you come home from work and all fights. Let's eat dinner first and talk. Eat dinner. Oh, I feel sleepy. There's a principle they used in their world war. It's how to control the soldiers. The soldiers are all passionate guys living together. So they get on each other's nerves in the barracks. So they go and complain to the lieutenant, the in charge. Oh, you know, I'm having trouble with this other soldier. I'm really angry with him. He did this, did that. So the lieutenant would listen. Oh, sure. Okay, let me tell you what. Go to sleep on it and meet me tomorrow morning. So then he goes to sleep and have dinner and go to sleep. Have nice dreams with his wife back home and stuff. And wake up. And then, I'm not going to meet the lieutenant. I don't care about that thing. So sleep on it. So before you jump into action, pull your two guns, start firing. you stand on my shoes. Go home. Say Hail Mary, full of grace, and Hare Krishna and all that stuff. And then eat some nice dinner, take rest, and tomorrow morning start your battle after sunrise. If I have, okay. That's how you succeed in life. A very successful managerial foreman. Just come back tomorrow. your head's blowing up. So when your head's, when your pressure is going to go, you have to turn off the heat, Let's do something. So, you have to be cool. Okay, I'll wait till tomorrow. Then I'll. And then tomorrow goes, the stars move into a new position, new nakshatra, and you got a good dream and you got good rest, you feel good. And then, okay, my house is okay, But I kill the guy. That's the best way to solve all arguments. Look, okay, look, shake hands. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Just give 12-hour rest, Usually we're victims of circumstance. The modes that overheated and you take a bite out of my tail, I take a bite out of your tail. You say, what happened to your tail? They bit me. So, look at the bottom of page 813. Krishna, just for entering the heart of the conditioned soul, purifies everything with no impurities remaining. That's the meaning of the example. Oh yeah, that I forgot the big thing. See, what he's trying to do here, because the whole Bhagavatam is trying to show you what is pure bhakti, what is pure love of Krishna, which is in the 10th canto, the Gopis are writing for Krishna. So So along the way, the Bhagavatam talks about karma and gyan and yoga, and she gives examples of karmis and gyanis and yogis, and gives examples of karmishra bhaktas and gyanamishra bhaktas, all different degrees. So in this section, whoever's speaking, I don't know who's speaking, Brahma, I guess, is speaking. Well, Parikshit's asking a question. I guess Sukadeva Goswami is speaking what the conversation that Brahma spoke to Narada or whatever. It's definitely Sukadeva speaking because it starts off, Parikshit's glorifying in verse 3, "O great soul, please tell me some Harikatha." So what he's trying to show here is the supreme efficacy of Bhakti Yoga versus Jnana Yoga or Karma Yoga or Ashtanga Yoga. Because the other forms of yoga can bring you to Sattva Gun. Even Brahman realized, but they can't destroy your uprupta karma or your bijam or your sunshit karma. So you're temporary, you're peaceful, you're somewhat liberated by meditating on Brahman, but any minute you can fall. So the example was given in 9th Canto of Sobari. Rishi was a mystic yogi, and so this is a problem. So he's giving an example here. You have a jar, and the bottom of the jar of water is some mud. So if you let the jar sit still for a while, the water will be very clear and the mud will be in the bottom of the jar. So that's like Gyan and Karma. Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. You do pranayama, you do asana, pranayama, dharana, and dhyanam. You meditate, your mind gets very sattvic, very peaceful. But on the bottom of your mind, what is the bottom of your mind? It's called chitta. Chitta means unconscious mind. Your conscious mind becomes very pure. You're not lusty, you're not greedy. You're not, you can be in a room with a naked woman and not get disturbed because, you're just, that's your conscious mind. But your unconscious mind, there's still material desires there because these processes of yoga don't remove the residual karma in your chitta. They just purify the working mind. The karma indriya and jnana indriya get purified. The conscious mind gets purified by other yogas. So that's what that purport is there. The dirt is still in the jar, but when you shake the jar, the dirt becomes disturbed again. So what is another example? Rishi. Was it Vishwamitra Muni? Vishwamitra was a king. He was a Raja. And he went to, whose ashram was it? Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, I think it was Vishishta. He visited Vishishta Muni, who was a Brahmin, and this is in Treta Yuga. And when Vishwamitra, the king, came to his ashram, he had thousands of soldiers and elephants and horses. He said, "Can you arrange for water and some food for everybody?" He said, "Yeah, no problem. Go take a bath in the river." There was just one guy living on a mountain, in an ashram, Vishishta Muni. But he had a Kamadenu cow. Kamadenu, Denu means cow, Kama means desire. So anything you want for the cow, you say, hey mother, I need 60,000 persona plates. I need 60,000 kutirs and 50 million liters of water. Whatever. Okay, fine, take it. So they came back and he lavishly fed everyone, Vishishta Muni. And so Vishwamitra, Raja Vishwamitra said, "How do you do this? This guy's sitting there coping and shit. He doesn't have any treasury, he doesn't have any soldiers, he doesn't have no treasury room, he's just sleeping on the ground under a tree. There's a cow tied up under another tree, a little straw hut for the cow for the bad weather. How do you do this?" He said, "Well, how do you do this?" He said, "How do you do this, my Kamadenu?" So that night, he untied a cow, and the cow talks. They're not ordinary cows. Kamadenu has breasts like a woman. And like the cow is like a very interesting creature. Got 6 legs or something like that. There's paintings of it sometimes you see. 6 legs and quite interesting looking character. So this king Vishnu was staying away, and the cow was saying, "Hey, what are you doing? You're not my master. Let me go." So she started calling out for for Vashishta. So Vashishta, yeah, you got angry, you know. Leave my mother alone, you bum. What are you doing? Curse him or something? He beat him up or something.
Yes. That created soldiers and
Yeah. Kamadeva created soldiers. Beat up the king with all his soldiers. He ran away with his tail between his legs. Oh. He said, he talked to his minister. He said, how this guy has so much power? He said, it's called Brahma Tejas. Which you're supposed to have. Brahma Tejas, the power of Brahmins. He said, how can I come to be a Brahmin? He said, you got to be born in a Brahmin family. Well, how else can I get it? Well, you get Tejas by doing tapa. The intense tapa. 60,000 years, this is Satya Yuga. People live to be 100,000 years old in Satya Yuga. That's quite a long time. It's too long. So, 60,000 years is doing meditation. Asanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga. His mind was very peaceful for 60,000 years, it's cool. But then somebody came from heaven, a heavenly girl came from Indra, Menaka, and jingled her ankle bells, ding, ding, ding. And then that Udipan of ankle bells stimulated his unconscious mind. His conscious mind was peaceful. 60,000 years, it's like, oh, touch, whatever. Then ding, ding, ding. Hey. And then it was all done then. 60,000 years, poof. Behold the mighty power of Maya. Not a small time. Power. So he's saying that, so the jar got shook up. His jar got shook up, a bunch of mud came up. But Krishna, he takes all the mud out of the jar, and your whole subconscious mind becomes slowly Cheto Darpanam Marjanam, Mandira Marjanando, cleaning the mandir, cleaning the chitta, cleaning the subconscious mind by Nam Sankirtan. Jnana and yoga, they purify the heart to some degree, but Krishna purifies everything. Jai Shri Krishna. Okay, let's see, page 815. Wherever even a trace of bhakti appears, it should be established without aparad. Otherwise, Bhakti Devi will not show mercy. What does that mean? A trace of bhakti appears when you get diksha where Krishna blesses you. So now Bhakti Devi is established in your heart. But if you make aparads, you can't make advancement because Bhakti Devi will not give you mercy. So everyone's always saying, how can I get mercy? How can I get mercy? Simple. Don't make aparads and hear and chant by Krishna. Mercy is automatic. Because the process of hearing and chanting brings mercy personified into your heart. Mercy personified is Guru Kripa and Krishna Kripa. That's what it's called, Guru Kripa, Krishna Kripa. How do I get Guru Kripa? How do I get Krishna Kripa? Stop making offenses. Dhamma Aparad, Nama Aparad, Jiva Aparad, Seva Aparad. So there's many different subjects here. It's basically, the king is asking Shukadeva to speak about all kinds of subjects, which will become the subject of the entire Bhagavatam. Page 621 talks about different planets and how you get there, how the jiva attains different planets. So in the Prabhupada he said, this question is suitable for devotees, since all planets are shelter of various types of devotees. The devotees are in charge of those planets. What's an example of that? From the fourth canto of Bhagavatam.
Bali Maharaj. True Maharaj.
Yeah, that's there, but not the eighth canto. Fourth canto is what? What's the planet of Dhruva Maharaj?
Dhruva
What's another name for it?
Polar star.
Pole star. And then what about another devotee, another planet?
Doesn't
Bali.
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 Sutaloka. Sutaloka is subterranean hellish planet. They're enjoying, but hellish enjoying. Tamagun. They have fabulous palaces. They eat good food. That's all Tamagun stuff. It's like living in, Saudi Arabia or something. Gold cars and big yachts, and that's all Tamagun. They eat all fish and meat and everything. They're called subterranean heavenly planets. How many are there? 7. 7 planets above the earth. What are they called? Vor, Bhuva, Swa, Janalok, Mahalok, Tapalok, Brahmalok. 7 planets below. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala. Which one you want? So the ones above the earth, Swa, they're all different degrees of subtle, more sattvic enjoyment. They have, more subtle bodies. We're in the middle. We're not too subtle. We're not too gross. Pretty gross, but not that gross. We're an intermediate place. We can go up or we can go down. So, devotees go to different planets. What did Prabhupada say about devotees, the disciples?
They will go, many of them will go in the...
He wrote a letter once in 1977 when Jayananda left his body in May. Prabhupada wrote a letter, he said, most of my devotees will go to Chandra Loka in their next life.
I remember he said if...
Huh?
I remember Prabhupada said if someone say you go to Vaikuntha, don't deny it. Go to it.
What's he say?
Don't neglect it. Don't neglect if someone will say you go to Vaikuntha.
What's she saying?
Prabhupada said if someone will, when you die and someone asks you, say you should go to Vaikuntha, don't neglect it, just go to Vaikuntha.
Oh, if somebody asks after death of a person,
Right.
maybe Dutas, Shamdutas or Vishnu Dutas.
No, yes.
Yeah, some subtle beings, if they ask, do you want to go to Vaikuntha, then don't deny it. That's what Prabhupada said.
Not sure.
I don't know.
I'll deny it.
Just no, don't wait. Golok, just go to Vaikuntha if there is such option.
No. I don't
He
agree.
said it. It was.
Okay, I agree, but I won't deny it.
I mean, it just was.
Well, I just say, when I ask Yama to do this, I say, can you clarify that? Is that lower Vaikuntha or topmost Vaikuntha? The topmost Vaikuntha is Goloka, because Goloka is also Vaikuntha. Vrindavan, Goloka is Vaikuntha. Vrindavan is the topmost form of Goloka or Vaikuntha. So I'll say I'll take Vaikuntha, but I want a penthouse. I want the second floor. Penthouse is for the big guys. I once visited some friends that had a penthouse apartment in New York by Central Park, very costly place. And I stayed overnight, I used the bathroom. So there's a shower there. There's all black marble inside the bathroom. They thought that was cool or something. I said, there's no shower curtain. Yeah, they don't, there's cuts there, they're not nice. I said, what do you, so when you finish drying, just press this button on the wall. The maid will come in and dry the water off the floor. I said, okay. Before I dry off or after I dry off. So I dried on the way out. I pressed the button. So that's type of reality. Anyway, I don't know where that comes from. So different planets, different living entities. Go to Canto. So we want to go to Goloka Vrindavan, that's obvious.
Why Prabhupada told Chandraloka Guru?
Oh yeah, so Prabhupada wrote a letter. He said, most of my disciples will take birth in Chandraloka because they've done so many good deeds, but they didn't attain perfection. So they'll get reward, but they have some desire to enjoy, so they'll have to enjoy sattvic pleasure because they're devotees. Because Chandradev is a great Vaishnava. Is that a baby or a monkey?
Monkey.
Can't tell us. can't tell us a monkey baby or a human being. Vacha Buddha Ek Saman. That's what the Brahmins tell me. Buddha means old man and Vacha means baby. Say old man and baby have the same mentality. They always cry. Wah, wah, wah. So he asked about Maya Yogamaya. Oh, it's chapter 8. Okay, let's go to chapter 9. Manifestation of the Bhagavatam. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, so, 9th chapter, the first and second questions are answered. What's the first and second question of chapter 8? That's interesting. See and find the first and second question. Chapter 8, there's many questions. The first and second one, what is the first and second question in chapter 8?
The first question is
287.
Yes,
Verse 27?
Seven.
seventh verse.
8th chapter, 7th verse. Yes.
And the second verse.
What does he ask?
Please explain whether the body of the jiva made of elements takes place by chance or by any specific cause.
So how does the Jivatma get a material body? That's the question, right?
Yes.
The first question, because Jiva is separate from material elements, but he gets the body made of material elements. So is it by chance or for some reason? So that's the first question. What's the second question?
Verse 8. 8.
Next verse. What is the difference between God and the Jiva? Is that what it is?
Universal form. Virat Roop and
Oh, okay. What is the difference between the big daddy and the Jiva? Okay, let's see how it pans out here. Verse number 2, page 830. Jiva has many different forms through Maya because of a variety of dispositions. The jiva enjoying gunas thinks in terms of I and mine, me and mine. Bahurupa vibhati maya bahurupati brahma asa maham aham Mahanidhi. According to his mentality, the jiva gets a body. What you think is what you become. That's what the jiva says. The jiva takes unlimited births by the influence of bhakti, and when prema appears, the jiva no longer takes birth. That's page 831. And that's something to look forward to. Okay, and then so page 835 talks about Brahma. And Vishnu showed Brahma Mahavaikuntha. Where's Mahavaikuntha? There's the Maya Jagat, then there's the Karna, there's the causal ocean. The other side of the causal ocean is Vaikuntha. So where's the Mahavaikuntha? Mahavaikuntha is in the material side. It's a spiritual planet in the material world.
Shiva.
Yeah, it's a place of the super soul of the universe. Shira Dakshay Vishnu. He lives there on his planet, he lives in the heart of every jiva on the earth's planet, or throughout the universe. So he's describing what Mahavaikuntha is like. It's free of suffering. There's no kleshas. Kleshas means what?
Suffering.
Places.
Troubles. Avidya, smita, raga, dvesha, avinivesha. Ignorance, ego, attachment, hatred, and attachment to life. What is attachment to life? Asmita? Ignorance is avidya. Asmita means ego, I guess.
Ego. Yes.
Attachment is raga, hatred is dvesha, and avinivesh means being attached to your place of where your body. Okay, let's keep going on here. Look at page 839. He describes about the Vaikuntha Vasis. They're really beautiful. They have white complexion, green complexion, red complexion, black complexion. Rupa Goswami says in Lagu Bhagavatam, this one, is it on? Hey, he's ready a bit. Crab. So that's nice. Vaikuntha, they're looking very beautiful. Verse 14, chapter 9. Lakshmi sits on a swing with a bunch of honeybees hovering around, and she sings about Vishnu. That's really nice. Nice thing to see. Because ladies like to swing, you know. They feel happy when they swing. They're moving, they like to move. Mostly swings are girls. When you go to a park on swings, you'll see girls playing basketball and competitive sports. It's usually a man thing. Women like to just move with the air, swing, fly also. Dancing, they like, like angel type, butterfly type.
Flowy things.
Huh?
Flowing.
Fluid.
Flowy things. All flowy activities.
Flowing. What's one about sleeping? Yeah, it's true. That's what I observed. It's a feminine tendency to swing. As when Radharani swing very peaceful to Krishna. But then Krishna has to make it into some dangerous sport, Guys always have to add the element of danger. A girl right down the street peacefully. The guy will put a piece of wood on the street, has some bricks, and watch this, run a roof. Go right over the ramp, crash and fall and cut his leg. And his mother will come along, get off her bicycle and fix his knee up and stuff. They always have to do some sporty thing, Women should have you just enjoying the flow, Men are too passionate, boy. Like how many women ride bicycle with no hands? Very, very few. There's some lady on the internet that has a motorcycle. She does wheelies all the time. Goes on the back of the so she has like 95% male hormones and 10% female hormones. She wears a helmet, not and just some Levi's around. Good luck. Look at verse 23. Read the Sanskrit.
Prityadishtam maya tatra tvai karma vimohite tapo me hridayam sakshad atmaham tapaso naga.
Yeah. This is Krishna speaking to Brahma. I spoke to you when you were bewildered how to create the universe, when you first appeared. O sinless Brahma, Aga, the last word in line 2 is Aga. You heard Agasura? Who's Agasura?
Python.
Python, snake. Aga, the word Aga means sin. So he says Anaga, Tapaso, the comma there means Anaga, means I am sinless. So Krishna is glorifying Brahma, saying, oh sinless Anaga, Anaga. Anaga means without sin, you're sinless. Karma vimohate. Try karma vimohate. You are very bewildered. Brahma vimohan lila. So Brahma is always getting bewildered. When he first appeared, he was vimohan. Then he grew up and got 4 heads and became in charge of the universe. When he first appeared from the navel of Vishnu, he was bewildered. And later, when he saw Krishna running around with yogurt and rice in his left hand, herding calves, baby cows, he got bewildered again. Vimohan. So here is vimohate. Karma vimohate. He was bewildered about what to do, how to create, what to do. So he heard a voice said, Tapa. Tapa. So he did tapa. So he's saying, Tapa me hridayam sekshat atmaham tapasana. He said, austerity for attaining me is my heart. I am the soul. Krishna saying, I am Atma Tapa. So all great devotees always do austerity, Kasi, Jagaran, Kartik, Brad, Chaturmasi, etc. There's great power in tapasya. You get a lot of power to get wishes fulfilled, and many devatas come to your side to help you. Tapo me hridayam sekshat atmam tapaso. Hey, she's a gopi. Yeah, right. You're getting shorter, I think.
No?
Right. You take prasadam? Acha.
50 minutes.
There's some remnants there, I think.
Very nice prasadam.
Good. So, the austerity is my Shakti. Austerity is my heart. This means Krishna is saying, I desire that the jivas give up enjoying material life, since that is favorable for bhakti. And he said, if you don't give it up yourself, I'll take it away. I'll make you give it up. That's a verse from 10th Canto, 88th chapter, 8th verse. Yes, Yamana Greenami, Harishe Tadjanam Shanay, Anugrinami Harishe. When I'm merciful to someone, I gradually take away all his wealth if it keeps him from doing bhakti. If austerity is performed to attain Krishna, it is my heart, not otherwise. That's really good. So the purpose of doing austerity is to please Krishna. It's a very nice verse for all the, yogi devotees. You have memorized this one for sure. Our Vata Yogi gang. I was in that gang for a while, but I bowed out after 70 years. Got a little more, less Vata and shy. Look at verse 24. Virya me dushcharam tapa. My power arises from intense austerity. By austerity, Krishna is telling Brahma, because Krishna told Brahma to do tapa. Tapa means austerity. By tapa, I create, destroy, and maintain the universe again and again. My power, the power of Bhagavan, arises from intense austerity. Tapa means austerity. Dushkaram means dush comes from the root word dur. Dur means hard, difficult, far, and achar means behavior. So intensely austere and hard behavior. Virya means strength, power. Like there's the English word virility. Virile means like manly. Virility means power. So he said, Tapasa Vishram. The whole universe is maintained and created by tapa. So what that means is you can create your own world by tapa. That's what yogis do. They do intense austerity, they create their own world. Isha Shakti. Isha Shakti, you can create your own planet. Shashaloka. Sorry. you already got Gopal. You're already taking care of. Prem Loka, that's good. So, now, verse 30. It's very nice. There's some very nice verses here. Brahma is speaking to Krishna. This is about attitude. Commentary. Brahma, by revealing his desire, prays to Krishna. Vishnu. Krishna, you treat me as a friend treats a friend by touching me with your hand, although I am just a shadow of a servant. May I attain bhakti with a feeling of friendship. Oh, Bhagavan, as long as I live, while creating the bodies for the jivas, I will always keep attentive that I'm a servant, your servant. May I not become overwhelmed with excessive pride. So I was just remarking here that this shows the attitude of a proper servant, proper devotee of Krishna. Because what is Jiva Goswami says in Bhakti Sandarbha, verse 304, I think, 304. Abhiman Siddhi Bhavati. He says, Narayana, it's all verses like this, it's about the attitude of a servant. It says, Narayana Dasyam Abhiman, Narayana Dasyam Abhiman, Siddhi Bhavati. Macha Siddhi Bhavati. Simply by having the mentality, Abhiman, that I'm a servant of Narayan, servant of Krishna, servant of Narayan, I can attain perfection in my life. Siddhi Bhavati. Just by having that attitude. So this verse, Canto 2, chapter 9, verse 30, Brahma is showing the attitude, proper attitude for a Vaishnava. He said, look, Krishna, you're treating me like a friend. You touch me with your hand, I'm just your servant, but you're touching me like a friend. I'm a das, and you're treating me like a sucker. Who am I? I'm just a doggy. You're treating me like a friend. So, may I attain bhakti with a feeling of friendship. So although he's a servant, because a servant serves as creation of bodies and planets and all this stuff, but he's hankering to be a friend. He's hankering for cowboys. That's why, what did he do in Vrindavan Leela? Who did he steal? Did he steal the gopis?
The Gopas.
He stole the gopas because he wants to be a gopa. Because he's praying, I want bhakti, I want sakirati, I want friendship bhakti, a feeling of friendship. But as long as I'm serving you, please let me not become proud. This is the enemy of bhakti, pride. Amanina, amanidena. Man means pride. Pride, I'm big this, big that. Srinadapi smechena tori vasishna amanina, amanidena. So Brahma is the first living entity in the creation. He's praying, he's afraid of pride. He's doing some seva on behalf of Krishna, on the order of Krishna. He's afraid he's going to get proud. So that's a signal to the devotees, be careful. You're doing some seva, don't become proud. Oh, I did a big seva, you know. You're number one singer-song leader. You're number one book distributor. You know, all kinds of bells go off and drums sound. But we should always be humble. Because the ability, Krishna tells in Gita, Parasham Nishu, I am the ability in man or woman. I am the strength of the strong. I am the intelligence of the intelligent. So everything we have is all gifts of God. He's giving us gifts, and we're putting them together and offering them back to him. Like Lego. Krishna gives us a bunch of colored blocks, and we make a dinosaur. We say, look, I created this dinosaur. We'll give you the Lego blocks, Jack. Without my Lego blocks, you don't make any dinosaur. Well, yeah, that's right. Okay. You gave me the Lego blocks to make a dinosaur. Legosaur. Sorry, I had that. Just so you know who's talking. So, text 31. Brahma asks 4 questions. In verse 26, he asks about the spiritual material forms of the Lord. What is the material form of Bhagavan?
A universal form.
What?
The universal form.
Yeah, right. It's not really a form, it's a metaphorical form. So, so what's the difference between Maya, Mahamaya, and Yogamaya? Then, yes, how about Krishna Lila? Krishna Lila in Maya and material energy, and Krishna Lila Yogamaya. What does it mean, Krishna Lila and Maya?
The avatars.
I'll ask you a question. This says, Brahma asks a question. Tell me about it. One question he asked Brahma asked Krishna, wants to know about Krishna's pastimes in Maya and in relation to Maya and Yogamaya. What does that mean?
Maybe Maya, the avatars who deal with the material world.
Killing the demons.
Killing the demons, these things.
What?
Killing the demons. Killing the demons.
In the
Pastimes, what?
Last text.
when he's doing Leela, Yogamaya controls all the Leela, and when it in the material world, everything is controlled by Maya, but ultimately that is also under Krishna's.
Well, it's all Leelas. Srishti is a Leela also, creating manifestation.
Controlled by Maya.
Yeah, basically, right. So pastime in relation to Maya is relation to Krishna's pastime in the material energy with materialistic people. Killing Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha and all those guys, all the avatars there. But the pastime with the eternal associates is all controlled by Yogamaya. Pastimes with Rakshasas and demons who are also eternal associates, they come from the spiritual world. Those are supervised by Mahamaya in the material jagat. But Krishna's pastime with his parishads, his intimate associates, all Yogamaya. He gives examples of that later. Okay, kids. And then he asks, tell me how I can form sadhana to attain Krishna, verse 29. So in this chapter, Krishna answered Brahma's questions by giving Chatusloki, 4 verses. These are the most important verses of Bhagavatam. These are the seed verses from which the other 17,996 verses were spoken. These 4 verses, which is chapter 9, verse 33, 34, 35, 36. They're very esoteric verses. They're like sutras. They're very condensed and incomprehensible. That's why there's very long tikas on them, commentaries. These 4 verses were spoken directly by Krishna, Brahma. The rest of the Bhagavatam was spoken by Vyasadeva and Sukadeva and all that stuff. So Bhagavatam means Krishna spoke 4 verses. He empowered Vyasadeva because he's a literary Shakti Vaishavatar. He energy. Krishna put his energy in a jiva known as Vyasadeva to write reveal the whole Bhagavatam. So it's like you train a parrot to speak. Who's speaking? You're the parrot. You're speaking through the parrot. Fire would never speak unless you train them. You go wow, 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 wow. If they stop going wow, 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 say, speak Russian. Da, da. So, let's see now. Verse 32. Read the Sanskrit. Yavanamyata bhavo.
यद्रूपगुणकर्मकः तथैव तत्त्वविज्ञानम् अस्ति ते मदनुग्रहात्.
By my mercy, Krishna is telling, Brahma, may you attain perfect realization, whatever dimensions, intentions, forms, qualities, and pastimes I manifest. So he said, defines what is Vigyan. So what is Vigyan? It means realization of something beyond the senses. Vidya means to have a vision of Krishna's Swarup. This only happens when you attain prema by sadhana bhakti. And by you attain prema, what you attain by doing sadhana bhakti. And the phrase in the verse, anugraha. Anugraha means kripa, mercy. So this Krishna has this phrase, Madan, this phrase 8454, indicates a gradual increase of sadhana and prema bhakti, which are special functions of Krishna's Kripa Shakti. Gradually, Brahma will realize that Krishna's sweetest form is in Braj. So other explanations of the 4 verses propounding the impersonal aspect are thus defeated by this verse. Because he's saying, may you realize my pastime, form, qualities, and pastime. So impersonalization is no form, qualities, or pastime. So this verse 33 is the first of this nutshell verses. Go on.
अहं येवासमेवाग्रे नान्यद्यत् सद् असत्परं पश्चादहं यदेतच्च यो वसिष्येत सोऽस्म्यहम्.
Is that the reader? I don't know. I alone, Krishna says to Brahma, I alone am non-different from that which is superior to all cause and effect. I existed before creation of the universe, and I alone exist as the universe after creation. I alone exist after unmanifestation, which is called here destruction. So this is describing knowledge concerning spiritual material forms. And the whole commentary here is all about Narayan and all that jazz. In terms of 856. When Krishna says he alone existed, it means that he was not alone, he was with his associates. Since there is parts and parcels. There's a phrase that says, the king goes. So the king doesn't go alone, he goes with his attendants. Like someone might say, oh, the prime minister came to Rome. The prime minister is going to just walk into Rome on his bicycle by himself. You got to go 10 cars and ministers and wife and kids and soldiers and guards, security. It's a big entourage. So that's the same thing. What's the verse from Gita that shows that Krishna is never alone? And the eternality of Krishna and his associates. We're also parts and parcels of Krishna, we're also eternal.
I'm always in the heart of my devotees.
Yeah, that's second, that's true. But another verse I'm thinking of. Not So Krishna says in Gita in the second chapter, never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you. So since before creation, before anything, the jivas were there with Krishna in the spiritual world. And we're there, our Siddha is there. Our Siddha's day has been there eternally. It didn't start. It's just, we're in a dream. We're dreaming we're not there. We're actually there. That's a funny reality. This whole thing is a dream. These bones, these fingers. It's a little hard to grasp, but it's true. That's why don't take it so seriously. No change. It's a dream, man. Hit your head. Well, am I dreaming? Yes, you are dreaming. Do I see myself in the mirror? No, you see your dream in the mirror. I'm putting eyeshadow on my dream. I'm putting lipstick on my dream. I'm watching my dream. I'm stressing my dream. I'm angry with my dream. You're also a dream. I'm angry with you. Get out of my dream. That's why it's so absurd, all this fighting, arguing, you know. There's nothing to do with me at all. Like Plato, he preached, you're not the body. Here's Greek or something, Greek guy, Plato?
Yes.
Yes.
He was a Greek philosopher, so they gave him poison because they didn't like that truth. The truth hurts, you know. So they wanted to poison him. He said, we're gonna kill you. He just waited when I finished. He said, first you have to find me, then you can kill me. You can't even see me, how can you kill me? So he said, okay, hurry up. He wasn't scared or anything. So the second verse, check it out. 34.
ऋतेर्थं यत् प्रतीयेत न प्रतीयेत चात्मनि तद्विद्यात् आत्मनो मायां यथा भासो यथा तमः.
Krishna told Brahma, one should understand my Maya, by whose power real objects are perceived through knowledge and false objects are perceived through avidya, relation to the self. As light reveals objects and darkness hides them. One should understand my Yoga Maya, by whose, this is the verse about Mahamaya and Yoga Maya. So he asked a question about that. One should understand my Yoga Maya, by whose power some objects are revealed and some objects are hidden from the person who has realized Krishna, just as light reveals objects and darkness hides them. Okay. Page 860, second paragraph, last sentence. Liberated and conditioned souls know it as my Maya Shakti, which has two functions. Maya has vidya for a liberated soul and avidya for a conditioned soul, existing in relation to the self. So a conditioned soul, he's in Maya, he's accepted the ignorance is reality. Ignorance means I am the body, this is my world, these are my things. I'm the controller, I'm the enjoyer. And so that's ignorance. And he's accepted ignorance as reality. That's why he's conditioned. And that's the function of Maya Shakti. But a liberated soul has accepted knowledge that I am Atma, I am eternal, I am part and parcel of God, I'm meant to serve God. That's basically what that's all about. Now, we can turn to page 861, second sentence. Because of avidya, ignorance, conditioned jiva does not perceive knowledge and bliss, even though they exist with an eternal relationship with the self. So the Atma has the ability, has the inherent, latent ability and potential to be blissful and have knowledge. called Chit Shakti and Anand. Sat Chit Anand. It has potential, but it's covered by ignorance. So because we're covered by ignorance, we don't know it. Just like we may have a room, we may be in a room, in the corner of the room, there's a big box with gold coins in it, but the lights are out, it's nighttime, it's dark. We're just sitting around, seeing I'm so poor and so poor. We have nobody. And so he turns the light and says, look at the corner, wow, I'm rich. I got $1 million sitting in the corner. So we're made of bliss. Actually, we're made of bliss. We have knowledge. We have potential. We have full knowledge and bliss. But it hasn't been shown how to get it. It's our wealth. It's our birthright to have that. But we're covered by ignorance. It's called Avarana Shakti, covering potency of Maya. Avaran means covering. So, the conditioned soul perceives the body, and lamentation and confusion related to the body appear to be related to the self, because he identifies it. So he feels confused, feels lamenting. So he thinks that's all affecting the body, who she or she thinks they are. They're not related, they're not me. I'm not confused, I know what's going on, man. This is rabbit horns and sky flowers. You seen a rabbit with horns? Have you seen?
Dreams.
You ever seen? Have I? See sky flowers?
Yes.
When Krishna was born, the flowers were falling from the sky. I was on Ekadasi in 2012, I saw flowers falling from the sky. They were falling on Radhakund from a helicopter. my friends paid for it. It was on Ekadasi 2012. First they fell, my birthday fell in ashram, then I was on Ekadasi. So flowers do fall from the sky. So, flowers and horns exist, but not on rabbits and sky. Similarly, though bodies and lamentation, confusion, happiness, and distress all exist, they're all expansions of Maya Shakti, Mahamaya. But they have no relation to the Atma. Lamentation, confusion, happiness, distress are all false. They have no relation to the Jiva. They are produced by Avidya and destroyed by Vidya. Therefore, study, study, study. I'm not this body, I'm not this body. I'm Ramasmi. I'm not cold. I'm so hot. Sweating. Vidya is compared to light and avidya is compared to darkness. Amen. Now, turn to page 864. I just summarized the key points of the chapter. In other words, there's a lot of stuff told in this report, but I'm highlighting the essence of what they're trying to say. They say it, they keep repeating it as usual over and over again. When pure bhakti, which is the mercy of Krishna incarnate, and the essence of Chit Shakti, becomes strong and prominent, is completely independent, does not consider good and bad, and may appear suddenly within conditioned jiva, even of bad conduct, or who have low birth. It also may not appear within Brahmins, sannyasis, even if they are liberated. By that bhakti alone, all suffering, including ignorance, are destroyed. So it's trying to show the unlimited, unrestricted, unrestrained mercy and power of bhakti. It doesn't consider birth or qualification. If you have bhakti, you can attain the highest perfection. You can attain bliss and Krishna himself. Bhakti doesn't measure any qualification, no adhikarma bhakti. Then he quotes a very important verse from 3rd Canto, chapter 25. It's Kapila Shiksha, Kapila Muni's teaching to his mother, 3rd Canto, chapter 25, 33. Bhakti sadhana dissolves the subtle body of the living entity without separate effort, just as fire in the stomach burns up all the food we eat. What is the subtle body?
Manobuddhya.
Mind.
False ego.
Buddhi, man, buddhi, hankar. Subtle body is false identity, wrong thinking, wrong discrimination. So Bhakti Bhajan destroys that, because all that wrongness is in this chitta. Many says last paragraph, Bhakti is of two types. Bhakti free of the material gunas and Bhakti mixed with the gunas. Bhakti free from the gunas, as mature becomes prema bhakti, brings one under control. Through prema bhakti, one realizes the sweet pastimes, forms, qualities of Krishna. Satchidananda. That goes on. This then page 865. This verse speaks of the qualities of Yogamaya Shakti arising from Krishna's Swarup. So Swarup Shakti and Yogamaya are basically synonymous. What are names for Swarup Shakti? Antaranga Shakti, Swarup Shakti, Chit Shakti, Yogamaya Shakti. They're all the same thing, basically. The function of Yogamaya is to reveal and cover Krishna's form and qualities and pastime. Sometimes Krishna is revealed as Ratru, and sometimes Ratru is covered and he's shown to have two arms, being a friend of Arjuna, chariot driver. Sometimes he shows Ratru. Sometimes he shows we'll see that in Purport anyway. By this Yogamaya, spiritual material objects useful for a certain purpose are revealed to a person who has directly realized Brahma. Right. Now, it's really interesting purport. Page 866. Now it gets into all Leelas to describe this Tattva. Tattva and Leela. Tattva, spiritual truth, and Siddhanta are the foundation of Leela. So let's pay attention. So the subject matter of this verse is about the influence of Yogamaya. We've heard about Mahamaya, now we're hearing about Yogamaya. So one is from Vatsalya Rati, the motherly love of Yashoda.
Yogamaya.
Huh?
She's influenced by Yogamaya.
Yes, Yogamaya. Yashoda's love for Krishna could not be restricted by a show of power. What is a show of power? What is that called?
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya, Vibhuti, Aishwarya, Shakti. So Krishna opened his so scene is Brahmanda God. Who's been to Brahmanda God? Raise your hand. We know? Movie of it? We have film of it? A big catalog. Around the God. So Krishna was eating clay ladders, and that boy squealed on him and told Yashoda. She came here and said, they say you're eating clay. I'm not eating clay. Open your mouth. So they opened the mouth and saw a lot of clay. He saw the whole universe. sun planet, moon planet, earth planet. And she saw inside the mouth of Krishna, Yashoda inside Krishna's mouth, and Krishna looking inside Krishna's mouth, inside Krishna's mouth. So what's going on? That's a lot of vibhuti, a lot of aishwarya, a lot of grandeur. And she was getting disturbed, and then Krishna made that disappear. That's all Yogamaya. So one minute she saw the universal form in his mouth, the next minute she didn't. All that revealing, she revealed the universal form, then covered it, it was all done by Yogamaya. Yogamaya covered that realization that Krishna's that universal form, and she just saw him as her kid, so she spanked him, and she said, don't eat clay, eat my laddus, eat my sesame laddus. Yeah. In order to show how prema is restricted by realization of power. So Arjuna saw the universal form and got scared, prayed to see it. So Yogamaya removed that form. Another example, Brahma stole the cows and cowherd boys, and Krishna manifested himself as Vishnu forms with 4 arms. And then Yogamaya made his Vishnu forms disappear and show the form of Krishna. Brahma was bewildered by Yogamaya. In order to show the inconceivable nature of his form, being limited and unlimited by nature, in order to show that Krishna is brought under control of pure seva, and by his mercy arising from seeing these efforts, Yogamaya assisted in the Damodar Lila. Yashoda wanted to tie with Krishna, but at the same time Krishna didn't want to get tied up. So, covering his power and his will, his Ishta Shakti, Yogamaya allowed Krishna, Yashoda to tie a string of bells around his waist. But then Yogamaya showed Krishna's power, and she couldn't tie a rope around his waist. The rope was always 2 fingers too short. Yashoda was bewildered by Yogamaya. Yogamaya made it impossible for her to tie up Krishna. She was really astonished. But then Krishna indicated Yogamaya should lay off, you know. And then he fulfilled Yashoda's desire. So she bound up Krishna. The outstanding feature of Yogamaya is simultaneously covering up and displaying the power in Krishna. In order to, this nice thing, this is in Dwarka Lila. There was 2 devotees, King Balalasa and the Brahmin Shrutadev. And they brought Krishna came to the village. One village they lived near Dwarka, and Krishna was on a tour of his kingdom. He came to that village, and the King Balalasa invited Krishna and his entourage to his house. Please come, let us serve you, feed you, etc. And then Shrutadev the Brahmin invited Krishna to his house. So Krishna, only one person, he got 2 invitations. So what did he do? He manifested 2 forms. And all the entourage with him, all the advisors and counselors and Brahmins and Kshatriyas, they all manifested 2 forms. But Yogamaya acted, so when Krishna came to Shrutadev's house, Shrutadev said, oh, Krishna really loves me so much. He didn't go to Valalasa's house. He only came to my house. He really loves me. He felt really happy. Meanwhile, down the street, Krishna was at Valalasa's house. Yogamaya covered him. He said, oh, poor Shrutadev, he's poor. Maybe Krishna King. You want to go to that poor Brahman's house, get some, some rye bread and buckwheat. We'll get Puri. Samosas. But Yogamaya made an arrangement that that Balasa didn't know that Krishna was also a Sridhar. So Krishna's expert, this is all Yogamaya. All this is performed by Yogamaya. Okay, let's see now. Let's turn to page 868. Yogamaya alone, however, a person like Kansa, who get to see Krishna by his desire, do not experience the Paramatma because of hatred, other faults in their heart. This is like a person who has jaundice, liver disease, he eats sugar candy, but he can't taste the sweetness of the sugar. So they're affected by material maya, not yoga maya. Material maya arises from yoga maya, and it is a vibhuti or expansion. Narada Pancharatra says, Mahamaya controls everyone in material energy. This is simply a covering energy of yoga maya. Like what is the cloud? It covers the sunshine. So the sunshine creates the cloud. By evaporating water from ocean creates the cloud. So Mahamaya is created, is an expansion of Yogamaya, just like the cloud is an expansion of the sun and the cloud blocks the sun. So Yogamaya produces Mahamaya, and Mahamaya blocks the vision of Yogamaya, which enables one to join with Krishna. Yoga means connection. So to connect with Krishna, you need yoga. Yoga means connection. Yoga, yoking, connecting. So Yogamaya, for a non-devotee, for a Pashandi, atheist, Pashandi, materialist, Yogamaya manifests as Mahamaya. Just like when Vasudeva dropped off Krishna, Vasudeva Krishna Gokul, and took the sister. He took Krishna's sister, as Yogamaya. He took her back across the river to Mathura, entered the prison. When she got in the prison, she was crying, wah, wah, wah. Like little girls too, or boys also. And Costello, my death, the cruel death of my life has been born. Now I'll kill that little brat. So Costello went there. He picked up the baby to smash it. She slipped out of his arm and became Mahamaya, Durga, with a dagger and sword, and said, "What are you, jerk?" He started, oh. Bye, Durga. So, that's done. Material Maya controls everyone. Everyone thinks they are their bodies. Yoga Maya Shakti is identified by Krishna with his spiritual body. Mahamaya is a portion of Yoga Maya. When a snake is of his skin, which arises from him, the skin becomes material and inactive. So, Mahamaya is a snake. The snake, a molted snake skin, old skin of a snake. The real snake is Yogamaya. 869. But Yogamaya has 3 forms. Okay, ready.
Something.
3 forms of material Maya. Pradhan, Avidya, and Vidya. Pradhan means all in material nature. And then, second paragraph, because Jivas are eternal, and Krishna and Vaikuntha and other citizens of Bhakti are beyond Maya, certain portions within the material world are also eternal. Like what? It says some portions of the material world are also eternal. What's an example?
другого лока.
Look it on your, look at these
Vrindavan.
trees.
Sorry.
The lotus, Vrindavan is compared to a lotus with 12 petals. 12 petals are Drauta Savan, 12 hearts Vrindavan. And what is floating on top of the water is the Maya Jagat. When the whole Maya Jagat is destroyed, Vrindavan floats above the water of devastation. This is told in all the Puranas. It's a mature Mahagya of many verses. Rupa Goswami explained the eternality of Vrsadam. Vrindavanam Pritaja Paramekanda Gachati. Krishna doesn't take a step out of Vrindavan. You take a step out of Vrindavan. Haribol. When you die, you step out and come back, hopefully. Or go to Nitya Vrindavan. I mean, this is also Nitya, but Goloka Vrindavan. This is Goma Vrindavan. But this Vrindavan is, everything will be destroyed, but not Vrindavan. So hang in there. Hold tight yourself to the nearest Kalpavriksha tree. Certain portions within the mature world are also eternal. That's nice. Now page 870. Material bodies are products of pradhan, the material nature, and their nature is ignorance. If the jiva's bodies are related to bhakti, they transcend the gunas. What's the verse from Gita?
Sagunan Samati Kirtan. Mamchayo Vibhicharani. Bhakti Yogena Sevate. Sagunan Samati.
Mam Shiva Bitraya Bhakti Yogena Sevate.
Sagunan Samati.
Sarvanan Samati Gaitan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. It's in 14th chapter, 27th verse. I think, look it up. It says, Abhitrayana Bhakti, by doing unswerving devotion. Mam Chayo Abhitrayana Bhakti Yogena Sevate. By doing seva and bhakti yoga, you transcend the laws of nature.
Twenty-six.
1426. 26. What's 27?
Brahmano hi pratishthaha.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. The three Shaktis of Krishna, Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, Maya Shakti, and their functions are eternal. Is the material energy eternal? Yeah. The one Krishna manifests his power in these three Shaktis. Because the effect and cause are one, and the Shakti and the source of Shakti are one. It's said that there is only one non-dual substance called Brahman, Advaya Gyan, Advaya Tattva. That's in the first canto.
Third chapter.
Second canto?
Third chapter. Itecham chapter. No.
No, that's
Third chapter.
1328 or something.
Yes,
In
yes.
second chapter. Vedanti Tat Tattvidas Yat Tatgaram Adya Brahmati Brahmanati Bhagavan. Advaya Tattva. Advaya means, Advaita, what does Advaita mean? What does Dvait? What does Dvait mean? Dvait. Dvait means dwa. Ek do team. Dwa means two. Dwa means not two, means one. Advaita means not. So we say, Vedanti Tattvidas Yat Tatkaram Advayam. Advaya Tattva. Means non-dual. Brahman means non-differentiation. That non-dual absolute truth is perceived in three ways: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Sri Goswami says Bhagavan realization is the highest. But Bhagavatam says they're all equal, they're all realizations. But even when something comes there, there's Bhagavan inside. Because he's about to, but he can't, he has to say that. That's also true, he proves how it's true also. Where are we? Okay. So, okay. What's that? Shakti Matura Beta or something. No difference between Shakti and Shaktiman. So, this is the conclusion of the devotees, which is described in the 4 essential verses and cultivated by devotees, not by others. This is the 3rd verse of Chatushavi, verse 35. Read the sentence.
Yata mahanti bhutani bhuteshu chavaseshvanu pravishtani apravishtani tata teshu na teshvaham.
Just as the elements enter into all beings. What does that mean?
Districts. Pralaya.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Elements enter into all beings. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There's earth in us. The earth, the elements are 7-4 Gita. Bhumira Purnalayu. So the elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, it's all inside of us. They enter us. They also remain separate from us. Us means Yatma. So Krishna says, I enter all beings, remain separate when I perform my Lila. In pastimes related to the material world, I remain detached. In pastimes related to the devotees, I am attached. That's nice. So here, because this is one of the questions in verse 28, Brahma asks, can you tell me how you have pastimes in the material and spiritual worlds? So how do you explain it? So pastimes of Krishna in the material world is Krishna entering our heart as Paramatma. That's also an answer to the question. And he enters into the elements which enter into us. So inside the atom is Paramatma. Amazing, huh? So the ether is in us, inside the ether is Krishna. What does Krishna say? Fire is in our stomach. What is it doing?
Digestion.
Digesting our food. What does Krishna say in Gita? Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Devashita Rapanasamaita Vanchavyanam Chaturvidam. He said, I am the fire of digestion. Is Krishna in there? Hey Krishna, are you there? Hi. I'll give you some cake. I'll give you some rye bread. Some fish, something comes out. Oh, I look good, good. I like that Russian cake. Okay, it's coming down. Oh. So that fire, Krishna enters the fire of his stomach. If Krishna doesn't enter the fire, you lose your appetite. Krishna maybe goes out and has some other leelas. Your fire goes out. Hey Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, come back to my stomach. Oh, okay. Now I'm hungry. It's like economy, we pass all day, all night chatting. They sit really hungry. Krishna goes away while we're fasting. There's nothing to eat here. So he goes somewhere else looking for something to eat. He comes back and break Paran time, Paran call, breakfast time. They're all really hungry. Krishna's happy, I'm happy. We're both happy. So, okay. So, The entrance of the elements into living beings is without attachment, since the elements are not conscious. Like ether, though I am conscious, like a man who lives in a house without attachment, I remain without attachment, this means Krishna, while entering, regulating, and protecting all beings. My pastimes are without attachment in relation to the elements and living beings within the material world. So that's just, because the question the Brahma asked, how do you have pastimes in the material world, and how do you have pastimes in the spiritual world? So this is how he has. These I'm inside all living beings, maintaining them, protecting them, digesting their food and everything. But I'm not attached. I care less about these guys, I'm not attached to these guys. I just do my duty because they're my parts and parcel. But he says, Vishnu is speaking on behalf of Krishna. But I desire to show myself to my obedient disciples, devotees. Excuse me. There's a Freudian slip there. By the way, please be obedient, kids. But entered my heart. But perfected themselves and bowed down to me. Remaining separate, not entering their hearts, I desire to offer my beauty to their eyes. I desire my fragrance enters their nostrils, their noses. I desire to fill their ears with nectar of my sweet voice, speaking with them and answering them. I desire to make their body experience the sweet softness of my body by touching and embracing them. Thus situated inside my devotees and externally as well, I perform pastimes of great attachment for my pure devotees. I cannot give up. That's a beautiful commentary. Vishnu really adds all the rasic juice to the Bhagavatam. The verse is about the Chatursoki, and he's got a whole loving exchange going on in the commentary. So it's so attractive, so heart-melting, so all attractive. Now, Krishna detached from non-devotee. Okay, I'm inside, I'm doing what I have to do for you. I'm not hugging you, kissing you, and letting you see my beautiful form. I'm there as an impersonal aspect. I'm the Paramatma, okay, all that power and grandeur and ability. But intimacy and beauty and sweetness, informality, and my soft body touching and embracing your body. Wow. That's the purport of all purports. That's when I noted it. Now this is the last of Chatursoki verses. Verse 30, chapter 9, verse 36. Sanskrit.
एतावदेव जिज्ञास्यं तत्त्वजिज्ञासुनात्मनः अन्वयव्यतिरेकाभ्यां यत्स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा.
Oh, thank you. A person desiring to know the best sadhana, in other words, he said, now he's asking, one of the questions, fourth question was, how do we get all this? How do we attain this perfection of realizing Krishna, going in the spiritual world? What is the sadhana? What is the goal of sadhana? So a person who desires to know what is the best sadhana and the goal of that sadhana must learn by surrender to Guru. You must surrender to Guru, learn about this truth, which is determined as the best by attaining positive results through performance and lack of results for non-performance. Your mother's there. Jai, Guru Ma. Right. See if she needs some blanket or something. Good, she's your server. By performance at all times and all places. The person desiring the highest truth must experience rasa, which produces bliss through meeting and separation and continues in all time, places eternally. Can I borrow someone's pen? Someone's pen. second. I ain't going there. So commentary. This is important. Like we had these classes, remember we had these classes, Tasting Bhakti Ras and Manjari Bhav Sadhana. We went through Rasa Darshan, we went through Manjari, through Nirupan, we went through different things. So all this is so important to understand the Rasa Tattva. I'm in the process of writing about it, or mentally writing, thinking, and feeling, and waiting to will. But first, every willing action begins with thinking. And feeling means praying to get the feeling and get some anubhav, also experience, and produce that experience as a willful expression of that experience by writing. So Krishna speaks of the sadhana for attaining himself. Okay. Let's see now where we go here. Sadhana for attaining Krishna. That special quality of sadhana bhakti. As I mentioned earlier, there's sadhana bhakti is special. Page 875, bottom paragraph. 875. One must perform, in other words, he's comparing and contrasting karma yoga, jnana yoga, and bhakti yoga. The difficulty, how to practice, which is easier, which is harder. So he's saying, one must perform karma with purity, must be a pure place, and one can attain jnana only with a pure mind. Karma and jnana cannot be performed in all places at all times. So they're limited. Being a karma yogi or a jnana yogi is very difficult. It has so many yamas and niyamas. But for bhakti bhajana, there's practically no yama and niyama. Even Lord Chaitanya says in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Kayate Surate Krishna Nama Lao. Kayate Surate Krishna Nama Lao. Whether you're eating or sleeping, chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Eating or sleeping. But you can't sleep and do jnana yoga or karma yoga. You can't eat and do karma yoga again. You have to do achman and be clean and everything. So you'll be a dirty slob. Now, but dude, change your clothes once in 10,000 years. And still do bhakti. They have a term for it, even glorified. Well, he's Shavadu, she's Shavadu. Oh, they're another category, It's called off the charts. There's us and there's them. So, you can choose where you want to be, I guess. Your nature will put you where you belong, I guess, whatever. There's no hard and fast rules for this stuff. So to do yoga, you need asana. 8 steps of yoga ladder, what are they? Yama, do's and don'ts. So much kriya, have to do so many kriya. Put a string through your nose, pull it out your mouth. Fast for 7 days. Take enemas for 10 days. There's all kinds of kriya you have to purify yourself. We just take Mahaprasad. Sweet rice, kheer, galosha. Everything gets digested, everything gets cleansed. Shabbat. We're not yogis. We're bhakti yogis. We want Krishna. We don't want to eliminate. We don't have to do elimination. Purgatives. Take purgatives. Go to Panchakarma. Take purgatives for 3 days, and then Khichdi for 2 days. And, I did it a couple of times. It's really crazy. Mud baths. I did naturopaths, so mud baths. They're pretty good. Mud baths. Okay, so in terms of time, you have to sit in asana in pure place. And time, karma is practiced when it attains detachment from enjoyment. And yoga is practiced to get siddhis. Sankhya is performed to get knowledge. Jnana is performed to get mukti. These methods are not practiced at all times. Bhakti, however, can be practiced at all times and all places. Just see the power of bhakti. Bhakti can be practiced by anybody. Prabhupada said in one lecture, he said, even a dog can chant Hare Krishna. What's an example?
Dog of Sri Chaitanya.
Shivananda Singh.
Shivas.
Shivananda Singh.
Sriyananda Singh's dog. I didn't know he was saying Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mangal describes
Jarika.
Thanks for writing it all. So, that was good. Was that a tiger or that was a deer? So when Lord Chaitanya went through the Jharkhand forest in Bihar, he got to Bihar, he said, he got the Bihari tigers and deer. Although usually the tigers eat the deer, they were kissing the deer. And the elephants were dancing with their legs up in the air, supporting on their tail, balancing on their tail. They had their arms out, Haribo, 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 Haribo. So, but I was thinking Chaitanya Mangal, when Nimai Pandit was playing with some doggies. Had some doggy friends. And somebody came and told Shachi Mata that Nimai is all dirty, touching dirty dogs. All dogs are dirty, not clean, no such thing as a clean dog. And so Shachi Mata went to the Ganga and said, Nimai, what are you doing with this puppy dog? Go take a bath immediately. Who's going to watch my doggy, my puppy? I'll watch your puppy. You go take a bath. So he went and take a bath. So she beat the dog. He ran away. And Nimai came back. Where's my puppy? Where's my puppy? And Shashivan said, I don't know, he ran away somewhere. And so then, that was the end of the puppy. Then a few weeks later, Nimai got the news, there's a dog in the marketplace in Babaji, come see. So Nimai finally went to the marketplace, and the dog was on direct legs, jumping in, Radhe, go into, Radhe, go into, Radhe, go into. Then a flower airplane came down. My Kantavasis were there, Vishnusudas, they took him on the airplane. As soon as the dog stepped on the airplane, he got a spiritual siddha. It's a pretty good deal. So doggy ki jai. There's hope for doggies. So the idea, bhakti anyone can do bhakti. The Prabhupada said on the tape, even dogs can chant Hare Krishna. Radha Govinda. So Lord Chandas Thakur explains that in Chaitanya Mangal. Are you ready?
Yes. Very beautiful.
Very good. Okay, bhakti can be practiced, so anyone can practice bhakti. Bhakti doesn't need all kinds of rules and regulations, doesn't depend on kala, doesn't depend on desh, doesn't depend on time, place, circumstance, clean, unclean. So all these other karma and jnana and yoga, all have so many limitations. And anyone can practice bhakti. A brahmachari, a renounced person, a kid, Prahlad was a kid, Dhruva was a kid. Anyone can practice. Dhruva practiced when a child. Prahlad Maharaj, when did Prahlad start practicing bhakti?
In the womb.
How do you do that?
Because
By
Narada
listening from
appeared.
Katha, listening Katha from Narada.
Listening.
He was listening Katha, Bhagavad Katha from Narada Muni. And what else was he doing? What did he say?
Eating
Take
prasad.
prasad.
Eating Narayan Prasad. As Narada is worshipping Lord Narayan and offering food to his Kayadu. Kayadu is the mother of Prahlad and wife of Hiranyakashipu. And she ate the prasad and went, to the baby. That's how it works, So he's eating prasad. So which words? Bhagavatam or prasad?
Both.
Bhagavad Prasad. And Amrish practiced bhakti in his youth. Bhakti can even be practiced in hell. How so? The Srimad Bhagavatam describes even a person in hell will be liberated by chanting the name of the Lord. Yata yata harir nama kirtayanti chanaraka tata ro bhaktim udvahanto devam yayu. Those who held chant Krishna's name develop Krishna bhakti and go to the spiritual world. So you can go up and you can go down. So in this way, bhakti is distinguished as the best form of sadhana. Oh my God, great. Let's do bhakti. We should perform bhakti to attain prema, not to attain swarga or liberation. Going back to God, no. Just prem, love. Among all things to be known, one should desire the highest realization of Ras, page 879, which will be tasted as Dasi Ras, Sekharas, Vatsaya, Shringa Ras, in direct contact and separation. The meaning of this verse indicates Prema Bhakti Ras. Acha. So Vishnu is saying, ordinarily people don't understand the meaning of this verse. People think this verse indicates Atma Tattva Gyan. But Vishnu says on page 879, this verse indicates Prem Bhakti Ras. The real meaning, the confidential meaning of this verse has been covered by Krishna himself. Just as a Chintamani gem may be hidden inside a golden box, not exposed to materialistic people. The Shruti, Katha Upanishad is Shruti. Shruti means the four Vedas and the Upanishads. Katha Upanishad, first part, chapter 2, verse 23. Namatma pravachanena labhyo namedya nabhavana shrutena yameva shrinate tena labhyas tasyaisha atma virenute tanum swam. One cannot attain the Atma by speaking, by intelligence, or by hearing. One can only realize the Paramatma by a person whom Krishna chooses. So the chosen few. The same as the Bible. The Bible says the chosen few. It's a very important verse. This verse is quoted all the time, everywhere in commentaries of acharyas. You'll find it all through the Sandarbhas and all in Prabhupada's works. Namatma brahmachanena labhya namedya bhavana rushutinena. In other words, you can do so much, but ultimately, if Krishna doesn't favor you, can't have darshan of Krishna. You can't attain perfection. Krishna shows himself to someone he chooses. That's very personal. You only meet with people that you like. Usually. Sometimes you run into people you don't want to run into. Page 881. This Brahma that heard this Chatur, there's different types of Brahmas in different time periods. Because what is Brahma? Is Brahma a person or a post? Post what?
He's like in charge of creating.
Yeah, like Prime Minister. Prime Minister is a post, different people take it. So Brahma is the creator. So different jivas can become Brahma. Because they want to do a lot of creation. So this Brahma, they got this Bhagavatam again, directly from Krishna, Chaturshloki verses. He was not the Brahma that chased after his daughter. He was not the Brahma pedophile Brahma. So pedophile means an adult fooling around with a kid. It's understood that this Brahma bewilderment, there's another called another Brahma. So our Brahma's a good guy, good Brahma. Your Brahma's a pedophile. My Brahma's a cool guy. That's an interesting point, huh? It's not in Prabhupada's book. But it's in Vishnu's commentary. Another Brahma, not this guy. This guy's clean. Now, verse 44. Brahma, affectionate to Narada, spoke to his son. Who is the son of Brahma? He spoke the Bhagavatam, which is endowed with 10 characteristics, which is spoken by, in other words, Brahma heard 4 verses from Krishna, and he spoke to his son Narada 17,996 verses. So Brahma's pretty long-winded. It took him 17,000 verses to explain 4 verses. That shows there's a lot of stuff in those 4 verses. Brahma spoke the scripts of Bhagavatam with 10 characteristics in detail, because each Bhagavatam discusses 10 subject matters in 12 cantos. The 11th and 12th canto is called Liberation. The 10th canto is called Summum Bonum. Summum Bonum means the total goodness. Total goodness is Braj Lila. 10th canto is all about Krishna Lila and Dwarka, Mathura, and Vrindavan. So Krishna and love of Krishna, and one of the rasas is the highest truth, the complete, perfect goodness for the Bhagavatam conveyed. Narayan spoke to Brahma, Brahma spoke to Narada, Narada spoke to Vyas, Vyas spoke to me, Shukadev, and I am speaking to you, Parikshit. In this way, the topics of Krishna were passed down through 6 great persons, and you will be the 7th one. Dun, 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 dun. Now, we're going to read from the BBT Bhagavatam. Okay.
Guru Book 516.
516.
Oh. This is how I was going to prepare. You can talk longer. What about this quit? Okay, this is chapter 9, verse 31. There's a little bit of review. Krishna, or actually Narayan, knowledge about me, Narayan said, knowledge about me is described in scripture as very confidential. It has to be realized by doing bhakti, sadhana. Brahma had 4 questions. What are the forms of Krishna both in matter and transcendence? How are different energies of Krishna working? How does the Lord play with his different energies? How may Brahma be instructed to discharge the duty entrusted him? I don't know what, I forget what I want to read. Okay. There's another entry here I want to read first. Turn one at a time. Keep going. Keep going. This is verse 44. Towards the end of the chapter. I like how it's described here in the Bhagavatam. Verse 40, let's see. The verse, you can look at verse 43. It's a very nice description. Look at verse 43, chapter 9. It talks about how one receives knowledge. Narad got it from Brahma, Brahma got it from Narayan, etc. Here's a commentary. No one can impart spiritual instruction without being authorized. In the Bhagavad Gita 4:34, the process of understanding transcendental knowledge is directed as follows. What's that verse? In each verse, Krishna tells Arjuna to receive spiritual knowledge from a realized person by surrender, question, and service. Receiving transcendental knowledge is not like exchanging money. Such knowledge has to be received by service to the Guru. As Brahma received knowledge directly from Krishna by satisfying him fully, similarly one has to receive spiritual transcendental knowledge from the Guru by satisfying him. The spiritual master's satisfaction is the means to assimilate and absorb transcendental knowledge. Keep turning, please. One cannot attain spiritual knowledge by becoming a grammarian. The Shvetasvatra Upanishad 623 says, Yasya Deve Prabhaktir Yata Deve Tata Guru Te Katita Yarta Prakashante Mahatmana. Only one who has devotion to Krishna and the Guru, does automatically transcendental knowledge is revealed to him. To him or her, to that person. This very famous verse is highly quoted in Prabhupada and Goswami books. Yes, Devi Bhakti, Guru Bhakti, and Deva means Krishna, Kamade, Govinda Devi Bhakti and Guru Bhakti. By that you get the gold knowledge. Such relationship between disciple and Guru is eternal. I really like that. Right there in Prabhupada's book. One who is now a disciple is the next spiritual master. Hey, you guys. Her divine grace. His divine grace. HDG. One cannot become an authorized spiritual master unless one has been strictly obedient to one spiritual master. I don't like that. So. Now the other verse I want to read, verse 44. One should not misunderstand that Krishna only spoke 4 verses of the Bhagavatam, and the rest of the 17,000, thank you, 994 are useless. 94. Should be 96.
96.
Things required here. Are useless. The 10 characteristics of the Bhagavatam will be explained in chapter 10. Babaji also advised Narada. That's okay. That is, okay, that's any questions? That was a fun chapter. Those are very important verses, the nutshell verses. What are that's called the chatu. Chatu means 4 sloki. The 4 nutshell verses summarize the whole Bhagavatam. Canto 2, chapter 9, verse 33, 34, 35, 36. Now my question is, what is the chatu sloki of Bhagavad Gita? I told you before, you should memorize it. Nonsense.
I need Maharaj.
10th chapter, 9th and
I need it.
10th chapter, verse 8, 9, 10, 11. Verse 8, please.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
Vata sarvam brahmaste, iti padativa, urava samandita. Vatsita vakita prana, varyanta srasva, vatayanta samanisya, dushanti charavanti. Tesham sata yutana, vajasam pritipurvaka, vadami guru yogantam, niyamahavyan. Tesham
Deshamevan
Ahamam Janam Jam Tamam Nasyam Yam Bhavasya Gyanadipena Vashvata Gyanadipena, the light of knowledge, Gyanadip Vashvata, brilliant light of knowledge. 10, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tested next Saturday. Chatursoki. No cheating. I'll write the answers on your shutter. Got a white shutter. Let's check shutters next week. Any question? Oh, nice sweater. Look at this sweater. Good. AG. Jai Jai Shri Ram.